I found the deepest secret that would generally make you successful. Hi, my name is John Stella, and I'm going to be sharing with you today the profound lesson I learned through my 5-year-old son. What he taught me, he repeated it twice. He had done it several times, but what he did that occasions of days made me to realize that truly the law of attraction exists. Here goes the story. My son, Zoe, a 5-year-old boy, I came back from work a particular day and randomly, we went out and I went to buy something and I took him along with me. And there was a particular shop we passed and we saw a toy, a normal rubber motor toy. He saw it, he liked it. So he said I should buy it for him and I told him that I was going to buy it for him. So for one reason or the other, I didn't buy it. So something subsequently happened. There was a day I came back from work. I took him out on one of the shoppings again and we went to a particular shop. He saw large toys, so many toys of different counts. He saw a motorbike, he saw a normal motor, he saw a plane. All these are rubber toys. Something tremendous happened. This boy became overwhelmingly happy. There and then I could picture in his mind how happy he felt. As a matter of fact, he felt as if he had already achieved having those toys. So immediately he told me, Daddy, please buy me this. I want this aeroplane toy. Do you know what happened? I told him that I was going to buy it, but I didn't buy it. So from that day on, till the next 7 days, this boy kept on my neck. He kept asking me every day that I want to go out to work. He asked me, Daddy, I want that toy. Don't come back to this house without buying me toy. I would always promise him, don't worry, I'll get you the toy. He kept on and on and on and on. Something happened. During this crossover night, maybe on the 30th, something happened. People were just dancing, playing around. My boy on his own, he came out, started dancing. He started dancing. When he was dancing, a woman came by and saw him dancing and was like, this boy, you won't finish me. Okay, come. He gave my boy some amount of money. My boy kept on persisting on that same dance. 2 women came along and they gifted him some amount of money. He didn't even look about the money they gave him, but he kept on dancing and dancing and dancing. By the next day, because they were on their free holidays, he said to me that, Daddy, I want to follow you and go to work today. I objected because I didn't want him to disturb me. I said, no, don't worry. I will definitely carry you some other time. But he persisted on and on that he wanted to follow me to the work, which I said, no problem. He followed me. We went to work that day. Lo and behold, several things came into play, and by the end of the day, I wanted to leave. A man came and looked at him and said, hey, my boy, how are you doing? I hope you're fine. The man put hand in his pocket and brought out an amount of money and gave him. And that amount of money this man brought out was the exact amount of money we needed to buy that kind of toy that my boy wanted. So immediately I squatted down and I told my boy, your money for your toy aeroplane has completed. And my boy became happy. He shouted, yay! He was so excited. When I came back to the house, we came back to the house, I brought him, and I didn't even want to land in my own house. I just took him direct to that shop. We went and bought that toy that he always wanted. I could see this excitement in my boy. I could see this joy. But do you know one thing? This joy have already been there long before he achieved it. So I called my wife and I told my wife that my boy just taught me one tremendous thing. This is called the law of assumption. The law which states that you assume what you already want to possess. You must, on your own, start containing in yourself the feeling that you would have already felt, assuming you now have your possession. Rightly, as Neville Goddard said, he said, you must assume the wish fulfilled before it must come to pass. Which means, if you are broke today, you must assume the state of wealth. How would you feel when you must have gotten that money? How would you feel when you start going to exotic restaurants? How would you feel when you must have won that lottery? That joy that you would feel then, you should start feeling it now. That is the law of assumption. You must embody what you want to get. You must embody that happiness, that joy, that state of mind. But do you know one thing? A lot of us, like you want to see the physical world giving you that which you want first before you become happy. But the reverse is the case. The reverse states that you must first of all project what you want internally before it happens externally. The Hermetics, they have their laws. And one of the laws of the Hermetics is this: as within, so without, as above, so below. And one of the mirror principle is this: what is inside of you is what gets projected to the outside world. So a man who comes and look at a mirror and sees a picture that he doesn't like, it would be foolish of him to start tearing, getting angry, complaining, trying to shatter the mirror just to change his physical reflection. But what he has to do is this: he has to change himself for the reflection on the mirror to change. You must have to change your internal configuration. You must first of all be happy as though you already have what you wish for yourself before you can see it happen externally. There was a day, after that incident, there was a day I took my boy out and we went on a strolling. Along, he saw this guitar that they used to play, but the toy ones, but these were kind of, they were big guitars lined up in three succession, and I didn't see because my attention is not there. That was when I realized that whatever your attention is fixed on, you consistently see, physically or spiritually. Whatever your attention is fixed on, just like the RAS, the reticular activation system becomes open, you start seeing those things. So we went along and he saw those things. He held me back and told me, Daddy, look at these things, I want it. I could see this excitement whenever my boy sees whatever he wants. Right from that moment, he started talking about it. I told him that I was going to get it for him. Don't worry, I'm going to get it for you. Don't worry, I'm going to get it for you. But something happened. On and on, he persisted on that he wanted it. One day, my boy came and told me that, Daddy, you see that guitar, I'm going to have it. I came back from work the other day. To my greatest surprise, my wife came back with my boy and he had that guitar. When I asked, how did he get it? My wife simply told me that somebody gifted it to my boy. You see how life gives you what you already assume? When you assume wealth, you enter the state of wealth. Your vibrational frequency attunes to that of wealth. Everything that has to do with that vibration naturally vibrates on you. You don't need to do much hard work. Yes, there is a place for work, but you must first of all vibrate on that plane of frequency. This is where you are. This is where you want to be. All you need to know is, where am I? Where do I want to be? When you have determined that this is where you want to be, right now, you should start assuming that quality of the kind of person who would have achieved it. You must start becoming happy right now. Feeling those feelings, because what helps you to change frequency is your feelings. Your feelings helps you to change one vibration to the other, one frequency to the other. Your feelings does all that for you. This is the law of this is the law of assumption. You must assume your wish fulfilled for you to see it come to pass. I hope you've gotten value on this. Follow me in my subsequent video, and you have to learn several things, and you can also join my email list so that some of the things I cannot teach on this platform, you get to enjoy them privately on that my email list. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.